Hello my friends, the FX Hunter here with Forex Market preview for the following week, which is gonna start 26 August. First of all, I wanna say sorry to everyone who follows me and was waiting for the videos for past 3 weeks. I didn't do the video because I was moving to the new flat and I had to organize a lot of stuff. We've been moving to the different city, which is almost 100 kilometers away, and I did all the reconstructions works. I was painting, putting new carpets and wallpapering and whatever. So it basically took me almost 3 weeks of my free time. I was of course trading, but I had to do a lot of stuff to make it comfortable and nice here for my pregnant girlfriend, because we are expecting baby to come in 2 months or something like that. So everything has to be ready, and I first of all had to make everything so she feels comfortable, and I can right now come back to my hobby and work as well. So I'm not gonna bother you with the stuff from my life, and let's come back to the markets. So what is going on here right now? This weekend is the last. This week is the last week of the August, and this weekend we have a G7 meeting. Where is these countries meeting right now? And I don't know what's gonna be the output and if it comes some volatility, but it could bring something. If not, then whatever. We are watching the COT numbers, and this is our main fundamentals. When I'm speaking about the fundamentals, I still have to mention that regarding to the US dollar, there is still the 98% probability of the rate cuts, which should happen in the next month, like September. So let's see if that's gonna happen or not. I think that market is the pricing in these rate cuts. It was probably priced in already here in this huge drop, which was almost for 1 month. So because they said they wanna cut the 25 and then 25 basic points in the September. So I think it's already priced in, and let's see if the market still can continue up or not. So let's check right now finally the charts. So monthly the dollar index is moving in this channel, and it still has a room to go higher into this supply zone on the monthly. On the weekly we are in the uptrend, so we have this nice uptrend line, and we are just at the moment just below this. Let me show you this. On the weekly we have this channel down, so still room to move a little bit higher, and let me clear this. Okay, so still room to move a little bit higher. On the daily we have still uptrend, and we have this tested zone, this one which was retested and bringing the price down on the Friday after the almost whole week nothing happening. So what could probably be the next move is, let's see the numbers. We can see that the banks rise 2K longs, but they as well rise the 1K shorts. So what basically happened is, from this last candle they rise it. They bring the longs to move the price up, and they added the shorts which they reported here in this candle on the Tuesday, and then price started dropping. Here we have this tested zone, so I could expect it drop all the way down. How it's gonna happen, if they will make any correction and then move down or straight down, hard to say at the moment. Bottom line is that they are still more bullish. There is nothing bearishness in their sentiment happening right now. Okay, we can see that they added 1K longs, so right now they are 19K longs, which is the biggest number since since May. All right, but we must still see that the longs as they dropped. Now while the price is moving up, they are still growing them, and they're still not in these numbers, but they are used to be like the 80% exposure, 84% exposure, 85. So this is the numbers when they want to start to reverse the markets, and we are still not there. So probably we could see still the drop and then move up is the question. So this is regarding the dollar index. Next one is US oil or crude oil, however we want. So I'm bearish in this one. I had the entry on the Friday, which I entered manually, and we have another sell limit in our Telegram channel, which I will have to adjust because this drop happened pretty quickly. So what do we have here? We have on the monthly, we had this strong drop down, which created this supply, and it broke this uptrend. So then the price retraced it, and now is moving down. On the weekly, we have already again, actually it's happening again on the weekly. So it's like a, not it's like, the price is the fractal. So right now we have the downtrend on the weekly. On the monthly it's broken, and on the daily we are moving in this channel, and we have been on this top channel, and what I'm expecting is drop all the way down. The numbers are saying that the last 2 weeks the banks just reduced 20k longs around, and they reduced the shorts as well, but the data are for the Tuesday, so we don't know what happened Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Actually, we can guess what happened. We can guess that they added more longs, shorts, sorry. So I think that the next week we're gonna see the more shorts. Where is this heading? Let's check this on the weekly. What I'm seeing here is this channel which has these sides or these mountainous like so I think that we could see the drop all the way down into this weekly demand zone. From here we might see the move up. It's of course only the price action. Price might drop lower, however I think that the oil for the lower prices, you can see that it was there just not for much time. I mean, this is to be too low. However, anything can happen, and if I think that this is too low, there definitely could be some people which would expect the price have an even lower. So what I think is not so important. Next one is the Aussie. Aussie is in the big downtrend on the monthly, big downtrend on the weekly, downtrend on the daily, and now we are having this consolidation and prices breaking down. So we have a short in our channel, and what could happen right now? I mean, I'm expecting the price drop at least all this way down to this monthly, weekly, and there is as well on the daily one demand zone. So right now what is happening, the price was 2 weeks in this consolidation, now breaking down. Of course, it still could happen that the price will come higher, and then the short occurs from here. So that would mean that I will get a stop loss. So if that happened, I will of course put the new trade up here. But I don't think they will now do it. Like if we look here, we can see that market makers, they did similar consolidation. Of course, this one is not in the same angle, but then they break down. So the people entered shorts, and those who entered shorts here and had the stop losses here, boom, and they take them out. Then it happened again, and then they take them out. But why this was happening here? Look at it. Look at the numbers. It will tell us why. Because while the price was dropping down here, they had this 100k shorts, which they took the profit, then they took the price down, then they drop it again and again 100k, and they took the profit out, and in this stage they was building these shorts, and once they had these bigger shorts, 80k, they started to close longs and they dropping the price down. Now the price is down here and the banks still holding around 100k shorts, and they look at the longs, 43, 36, 32. So I don't think they will go higher. I think they right now have enough to drop it down. They will even close more longs and they will drop it down. So it's my expectation for the Aussie, and Aussie is weak all over the board, and it's very possible to trade it against some crosses, which I will show you later. Now let's look to the euro. Euro is boring. I mean, this consolidation, it's like since May till September, which is almost half year, nothing. This is basically nothing. I don't remember such a low volatility on the euro, because if you look at this, okay, this was as well the range, but I mean, this is like a range of 300 pips. There's on the euro there wasn't bigger trend than just the 300 pips move, and you know, I mean, you never can catch the high and sell exactly on the low, so there is not much possibilities to trade. If you look to the monthly here, look at this. I mean, in whole history of the trading of the euro, there was not such low volatility. There was some stages where the volatility was lower, but there was more sharp moves. I mean, and if there was some small volatility, it was just a couple months, but not like this. This is terrible for trading. Okay, this one was a bit lower, but then the. So what this could mean? If we look historically, if we have such a small volatility for many months, look what can then happen. So basically right now, if we having this small volatility, small range volatility, which is might a little bit similar into this one, we might could expect something like this. But what is gonna be? Is it gonna be up or down? Who knows? It's hard to say right now, of course. But we are getting into this bottom of this channel and into this monthly demand zone. So from here might, but I don't wanna say this right now, because here is still room for the drop, which I wanna see and I'm expecting to happen. This 400 pips down. I really would like to see this, because the eurozone is in the big trouble, and fundamentally they don't have a good expectations. And so let's look to the chart. So on the daily we are dropping. On the daily we are dropping, and right now the price break did try to this false break, and then it reacted in this demand zone and move it up. I was thinking why this was happening, because if you look to the numbers, we can see that the banks are basically reducing their longs and they're reducing their shorts, nothing extra. But look to the commercials. It's not the speculators, but it's the side, and they can affect the market as well. Look what they did. They closed their longs positions from 311k to the 164. What's that means? That means that they stop at hedging, and they don't believe anymore in the price going lower, and it's pretty significant, I think. I mean, if someone closed from 311 to 164, it's a half of the positions, and look what happened here. This is really, I mean, this means something. This is not just like that. So now is the question what we're gonna see. If the price moves back again, probably yes. I think that the price will probably move back up into this channel, and sorry. Yeah. So I think that the price will probably move up into this top of the channel into the supply zone, from where we might probably finally see this big trend or not. I don't know yet. But at this moment, euro is not euro against USD is not interesting for me to trade. So I don't see uh, any any opportunity here. Why this shortcut doesn't work for me? Okay, now GBP. Pound is it's moving higher as I was expecting, and we actually had this trade, but we've been taken out on the break even after this drop down. So then the price moved up without us. Okay, it's part of the game and it can happen. So price is right now moving up, but overall it's in the strong downtrends, and we have the Brexit coming. I don't know what is gonna happen, and if I'm looking to the longs and shorts of the banks, I can see that there is almost no longs, and the shorts are being reduced. So this move up is based on the closing the shorts positions, not of adding the longs. So it could be just again the correction and then even lower. Let's see what's gonna happen with this one, but I even don't wanna try to guess what it could be, because the Brexit things is I mean, this doesn't have nothing common with this trading. This can move the market very unexpectedly. So I am, for the moment, I'm not touching the GBP, and I feel good. It's better for me than taking this risk of the unexpected move. So right now we are looking to the Kiwi NZD USD. And this chart is very interesting. I mean, we are in the strong downtrend in the monthly, weekly, and the daily as well. And we can see that the long positions of the banks are a little bit, was a little bit lower. But look at this. Price is dropping down, and look at this market dynamics. It's dropping in this, this tiny. And look what they're doing with their long positions. 10K, 10.8, 16, 15. 17, 20, 21, and they adding of course the shorts because they need to push the price down. But right now, look where are we coming. If we check this, we can see that on the monthly we are getting into the demand zone, and as well here is 3 months trend line. I don't know if any one of you, my friends, is drawing the 3 month trend lines, but I can guarantee you that there could be at least a small reaction. These trend lines, they always get a reaction, and on the 3 month chart, it can make just a little bounce, but on the daily, it could be like 200 pips or something like that. On the weekly, we are dropping into the weekly demand zone, and we are on the bottom of the channel. So it's very possible, but we need to see banks add more longs. But they're doing it, they actually growing it. So let's see here, and on the daily, check that. So I think here we could see the bounce, most likely. Next one is USD CAT. USD CAT, I am bearish on this one, and here I will tell you why. So we can see that on the monthly we have the break of this trend line, and now the price is retracing into the supply zone, from where we could see the drop. On the weekly we have as well this nice break, and now the price is moving up in this something like consolidation, and we are in this supply zone and as well expecting to drop down. Now when the price was dropping down here, we can see that the banks has finally became bearish from the bullish. So we can see that in the past they've been 80% to the longs, and right now just 42, and the shorts are around 58. So it's a big change. And right now look what is happening. So they dropped price down, and they had 107k shorts. They as well, right now the price is moving up, and they reduced their shorts. So they closed them here. They closed them, sorry, they had, this is a total number, this is not the short. So they had 63k shorts, and now the price, while the price is moving up, they're reducing their shorts. So they close them, they close the shorts, they close the shorts, something, they most of them closed here, and they probably close them closing them on these bottoms. But what they're doing with their longs positions, price is going up, and the longs positions are 43, 38, 35, 34. So what they're basically doing is that while the price is going up, they closing the profit from the longs positions, and when the price is going up and someone is closing longs, and we don't see the shorts, proper shorts yet. I'm expecting that they wanna move the price down right now, because if they are bullish, they would buy big longs here. They would start here with the big longs, then they move the price down, and then they add even more longs here, and then it could go up. Could it be the case? Yes, of course it could be the case right now. I could be wrong. So what I'm planning to do here is, I of course would like to see the price come into the supply zone, and then to short here with the take profit here on the bottom, because if the case is that they are bullish, they would be filling the more longs or reserves, and I will be out from my short. But if they are not bullish, then the price could continue up, and I don't want to miss the trade. So what I'm gonna do is that if the price breaks here, I will enter the short on the break with the first TP here below here, because here it could bounce up. So I would take this short. What could as well happen is, of course, price could drop down and then it could comes up. So here is two possibilities for me. I could trade this first trade with the bigger position, bigger stop loss, and add another one here, which is not good. Because then if it comes here, I will have two positions. Of course, I could do small positions, but it's what I don't want to do. So if this works, it works. If this drop down, I take the stop loss in here, somewhere here, and I would be looking to enter another position here. Which one? This one will be, of course, the bigger, to cover this loss and then make the profit. So I'm bearish with this one, but right now we are still in the position building, and let's see what's gonna happen. Next one is USD JPY. I like this one. This one is really turning the bearish, and I actually really guessed this turning point, which was already here when I saw these big changes in the long positions and the short positions, and now it's really getting the serious look at this. So we've been 80% longs, and right now we are almost 80% to shorts. Of course, it's still not the overall biggest exposure, because look at here, they had like over 100k longs. Now we are just 50k short. So it's still not the overall power what the banks could have on this. So this trend still could be just on the beginning. It looks like 73% shorts is big. It's of course because they have just 17k longs and 47k shorts, so which is almost the double, like 73%. So look at these longs, how they still lowering in only 17k longs, and the shorts growing right now 47. So we have this drop on the Friday. There was a perfect entry for this intraday trade, and I closed part of it, and the rest of it I will hold for the long term. So where is the JPY going? I believe that we will see this break and at least these numbers like 102, and then even the lower, because it's of course possible if you look at it on this weekly. Sorry. Mm, let me do it. Let me do it properly with this one. With this one. So where we are going is right. So I think we could come all the way down here, because what as well is going to happen here. We can see that. Where is that? Right. So here's gonna be like this zone. A lot of people will start to buy here because it's the one bounce, second bounce, three bounce. So they will might bounce a bit here, you know, to create the illusion of the support. So many people will start to buy, but then they will just take them down. And it all of these saying that it's gonna happen. As well, the JPY is number one safe haven currency, because the global economy is slowing, might the dollar get weak, so the JPY is a good option, and this is why I think the banks are buying it a lot. Next one is USD franc, and USD franc turn it to the downtrend, and we can see that it's happening not only on the charts where the banks break through this monthly trend. Here on the weekly we have already the lower low, so the downtrend confirmed on the day, and on the daily we are moving in this channel. So right now here a lot of people bought. I mean they bought here, then the price dropped down, then it's moving up, and right now I'm expecting drop it into this level because it's bottom of this channel as well. And look at this, where is longs? Longs are being reduced. 25, 24, 2018. Shorts still not growing. I mean, there is not the ability to add the shorts, but it's growing by the reducing the longs positions, not the growing shorts. I don't know why, but it's definitely dropping. So I'm bearish on this one, and will want to take a trade if it retraces just a bit. I mean, I don't need. It would be perfect to take a trade here, but markets are never perfect, so we must enter as it gives us the opportunity. Next one and the last one for the COT is the Mexican peso. Mexican peso is very interesting. I mean, look at this. The banks are having almost no longs positions, but they still having the big shorts. But the price is moving up. I don't understand this, and I definitely would like to take a short because it's a carry trade. But I will wait until these zones. So that here will be some manipulations. So after some stop hands and spikes, I will be looking to enter the break and drop down because they having the shorts while the price is moving up. And okay, so this is for the majors and the COT data. Now let's look at some pairs where I see the nice opportunities, which is as the Aussie CAT. So let's take these ones quickly. Aussie CAT, I'm seeing the potential drop to the weekly demand zone, and on the daily it could happen like with this break of the trend line and then with the retest. So if the price retests just a bit, you can enter here if you get a stop loss, because of course it can happen that the banks can drop the price just down and then move it higher for this drop. which is a lot of their tricks. But we never know, what the markets happen. We want to be in the trade, or we will be in the trade with the risk to possibility to win, or we will wait for the safe entry, which might doesn't have to happen, as same as it was in this case, where I was waiting higher, but the price never came there and it dropped again. So we must decide if you want to take a risk, which I like to prefer to take a risk. And if I get the stop loss, I added the new one, because I know that the trend is bearish and I'm just picking the opportunities to enter and trying to look for the high probabilities. So the next one is the Aussie franc. Still room to drop. So now just a bit retracement could be nice for the entry. If this entry takes you out, then the next one is here on the daily and the weekly supply zones. So if it retraces, then short. If it retraces and then move up, then short it here. It will cover this loss, and yeah, this is the way to trade. Next one is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Of course, I'm expecting the Canadian dollar to strengthen. However, I'm expecting the yen to be even stronger. So again, a little bit retracement and then drop down. Because look at this on the weekly, where we are now. We are still on this higher part of this channel, and there is all this way down could happen. Because the yen, I expecting the yen will be very strong. So if this happens, very possible. Franc yen, I'm already in this trade because what we have, we of course have a franc is getting stronger against the USD, but not against the yen. And if we look to the yen, this price action, look at this market dynamics. I was actually posting this in my channel. So the trend started, then look at this market dynamics, consolidation, then the drop, then consolidation, drop, consolidation. Now it's broken, retested, and the drop, and possible all the way down. So what could happen here on this weekly, on this monthly? Could this happen? Of course it could happen. Here is of course the zone, but what this zone achieved? Nothing. It just moved up a little bit, and this supply zone take it down. So it was just around this supply zone, but never closed clearly above, and now it started to drop. Now here's the thing, a lot of people think on the monthly it cannot happen. Okay, so if this price is 1 hour, if is it 1 hour, would you trade this? I think yes, it would be a normal trade, but on the monthly it looks, like impossible. Of course there will be a lot of movements up and down, but what I can suggest you is try to do, if you enter this trade, take the one profit here on this low, second on this one, then you must open the positions like with the third, that you can do the free cuts. So you can take first part, second part, and then the third one, just move the stop loss to the break even and let it be, and you will see that if this happened, it will makes you some nice profit, and it's very comfortable to hold this trade, and this really helps you psychologically to hold the long trades, long-term trades, and help you grow the money. I mean, these opportunities are not here always, but we cannot catch the big trends every time. Maybe 3 times, 4 times, 5 times per year or half year maximum, not every month. But this one looks really good for the short. Next one is Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie, I had actually my friend was asking how did I know that it will go up He asked me on the Telegram because I posted this trade in the Telegram. He asked how did I know. Well, my friend, the answer is that you never know. If there is the only one trade, if I know on the 100%, what I would do is that I would go to the bank and borrow $1 million and put it all on it. But you know, as I said, we never know. So how did I predict this? So simply the trend top-down analysis, and what I did is that I see that the monthly is in the uptrend, right? Weekly is still in the uptrend, we having constantly creating higher highs, and the daily is as well in the uptrend. However, here is the one important thing. How do we know that it will break up, or it will that it will break up and not continue down just like this? Here is the important thing. It's a market dynamics. I mean, we can always see the markets that it's moving strongly, then it's moving. Strong moves are mostly like a couple strong big candles. Then we have the correction, and it could be just a couple small candles. And if it's moving like this, then you can expect that it breaks down. If you would want to see the retracement, if you want to see the reversal, what the banks mostly do, they don't do reversal just like this. They do it this way. They always want to buy lows. So when the price was moving down and they want to see reversal, the price will not moving like this, but they will be moving like this. Because if you want to reverse the bearish market, you will not buy more, but you will buy more when it's going down. Yes, this is the biggest thing in the market makers psychology, or the retail traders. So if the price start to doing something like this, and then the range, and then down again where they bought more, then it will go up. So now let's look to the to this. So what do we see here? We see that the price was moving up, and then we are seeing this accumulation, or even more buying, you know. And check this. I will put it to the 4 hours chart. Yeah, so you can see what they've been doing. The price was dropping. Okay, of course there is a lot of traders who start trading this and this and this. It's no problem. But what I'm mostly looking for is that I want to see the price to drop back into the level where started against the new trend, because I can expect they have positions here. And from here, I want to see that signs of the new accumulation. So you can see that they will not do the same thing like I did like this. So they do it like other ways. So boom, and then it's breaking up. So right now we are breaking through this. We have broken this. Mind the price can retrace here, and then I'm expecting it to go up. Why? Because weekly, monthly are up. So I'm not looking for the shorts. Yeah, alright, sometimes you have weekly, monthly up, and you can short it here. Of course, that would be perfect short. But I can guarantee you that mostly if you're looking to trade with the main trend, you have bigger chances to win. Next one is Euro CAT, and here I'm looking for the shorts. Let me show you, and we actually have this short already. So why did I take this trade? Is because monthly downtrend, weekly downtrend, and the daily was consolidating. Then it broke down. Then it come back to retrace this consolidation. It's on the high top of the channel, and we can drop down. As well, if I look to the bank's positions. What we saw here is that the CAT, that they are building the shorts. So I mean the shorts for the USD CAT, which is like a shorts for Euro CAT and Euro USD. They have as well the bigger shorts. So I think this one could drop down. And I think this is it, my friends. I have as well some more charts which I wanna trade, and I have some more analysis, but join to my Telegram channel. I will post everything there because I don't wanna make these videos too long because it's boring to watch just my blah blah blah. I think it's better when you have a time and you can read it and examine it by yourself. So join my Telegram channel, link is below the video or here in the right corner maybe. And yeah, I'll see you there and wish you have a great weekend. Bye bye.